Hello, couch potatoes, and welcome to the Impact Zone, where we're going to cover all the latest surf news, and it's late and breaking, and it's hot. I'm your host, Joe Alani. We got Omar Gadon back there, running all the switches and all the buttons and stuff. Look at all those buttons.
Look at this stuff right here.
Look at, he's got the merch. And Noah Alani, video guy to the stars. He gets all the clips and never misses them.
Look at those posters.
Whoa, posters. We got our branding on point today. Okay, let's get straight to it. Late breaking, literally like 10 minutes ago. Stephanie Gilmore announces she's taking a year away from the tour. So first Krissa, now Steph. They're out. At least Chris is doing pipe, but I don't know. Steph, I don't have my phone. I would have been looking at the story, but literally like right before we went live on the Impact Zone, the announcement was made, so we're breaking it before anyone. We're going to discuss it. Woo! That's Stephanie Gilmore. She's won like 20 world titles.
She announced it on her Instagram, right?
WSL too and
WSL
stuff.
did, huh?
Probably, what, should we not go there?
We can go there. Oh, that's not
Oh,
him.
Westwood Shipping.
Yeah, I do that every time.
Okay, Stephanie Gilmore. She just said she's taking 1 year away. That's the scoop.
Their Instagram.
I like how she's keeping it open 1 year. You know what I think? I was actually thinking maybe this Olympics thing's not the greatest for the WSL because, or she's not. Is she in the Olympics? She didn't qualify, huh? I'm still passionate and dedicated to competing and have goals and dreams that I'm still chasing. 8-time world champion just announced she's taking 1 year away from the championship tour. We'll know she'll be back stronger than ever in 2025. Oh, this is the good stuff. Under the WSL rulebook, Gilmore's spot continues down the 2023 rankings. Fitzgibbons, is that what it says? Fitzgibbons, who's tied with Brisa Hennessy, wins the tiebreak.
Due to heat wins.
Whoa, so get Sally's in. Steph is out. Sally got the call up. She's obviously worthy. She's won all kinds of contests. I had a theory, but then I just realized that it's not the right theory. Look at my flat top. Things looking military.
So good.
Supercuts. They're perfect. Couch is so sick. We're on the couch, but we're in the Impact Zone. Dabbed up and ready. Yeah, I know what that means. Let's go, Couch Show. Watching from Oregon. Love the new studio. Thank you. We're going to have to pay back this huge loan, but it's looking nice.
Those are emojis.
Those are square emojis.
That's
what is that?
Salute emojis. Not
Oh, it's salute. Looks like a square on my end. Kulam Wing Chung. Yes, Kulam. Is that the guy from Australia? Maybe. Blay, I'm here.
That guy's doing drone stuff down in San Diego.
Remember to like.
Oh, like and subscribe, please. I'm a slave to liking and subscribing.
Yeah.
42 years old, and that's what I have to say.
Non-stop begging for those things.
Who would have thought if I would have pictured I'd just be begging for likes and stuff at this age? I'd probably be pretty bummed, but still on my shortboard. So take that, people. Okay, Stephanie Gilmore, she's taking a. So my theory was that I thought she's in the Olympics too, like Krissa. So I was thinking, oh, maybe these people are like, look, I'm in the Olympics. That's huge enough. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna drop off this tour so I can just concentrate on the Olympics.
Dude, the Made by Blay guy, he just said he's at Pipe right now.
Whoa, Made by Blake? How do we get that guy
I don't know.
streaming in?
Send us a DM.
It's firing out.
We'll get him zoomed in later.
Yeah, I mean that actually was our top
feed.
story. This
Can we get a
pipe
live
stuff.
feed?
Yeah, can you give us a live feed? Sure, it's super easy. We'll set you up couple cables, couple toys, and you're good. Okay. I don't know what to say about the Steph thing. She's taking a year off, and
That sounds like maybe trying to have a baby or something, or just.
Who knows? I don't want to speculate on that.
I don't know. That's a lot of times that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, time will
I'll
tell.
speculate. I'm speculating.
Okay. I guess time will tell. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? She can do whatever she wants. You have 8 world titles. Just do whatever. I'm sure they're going to give you a wild card to come back. Oh, but what if Krissa and Steph want to come back at the same time? Do they just automatically get slotted in? There's got to be some rules on that thing. I wonder how we get a copy of the WSL rulebook. Do we have to be a competitor? I remember I was with Chris Ward on the Gold Coast, and that was the first event, and that's when they did the banquet, and they were handing out the rule book. I'm pretty sure he didn't read it, but I was reading the thing in the car. And we didn't go to the banquet, actually, because we were trying to be good boys and not go out and surf. And then the next day I'm reading the rule book. It says you get fined like $3,000 for not showing up to the banquet. But I don't know if they ever caught him on that one, but you got to read the fine print. You'll be getting fined all day.
He still owes him.
Yeah, he probably still owes him. But it was actually ironic because we're like, no, let's not go out. Let's just like cruise in the hotel. The waves are good, this and that. And then
what was one of the rules? 10 waves. Did he break that? He broke that rule too. 10 waves in your heat. Or something
yeah,
like
back then it was 10 waves. You could only catch 10 waves. I think he did it that event. It was like the early rounds though, so I think he still surfed another
telling
heat.
them to go in.
Yeah, they're like, you got to come in. He's still just catching waves. But now you can catch. That rule is lame. Now you can catch as many as you want. There's no why put a limit on it. Okay. Anyone got any questions about Steph? I don't really know her, so what kind of insight could I give you? We'll just speculate. She could be doing who knows what.
Yeah,
is she in the Olympics?
I don't think so.
Who qualified from Australia? Tyler Wright was the top 2 finishers from last year.
Yeah, I can look real quick.
Tyler Wright and Molly Picklum, I believe, because they were both there at the final 5 day.
Yeah.
Okay. So my theory is blown that she's concentrating on the Olympics. Charging up batteries and heading back out. I'll hook you up with the footage.
We only like it live. Sorry.
Can you get it?
We'll film
can you get it in the
back
next?
of your camera for us.
Can you get it in the next hour and send
he's
it?
a drone guy.
Okay. So Stephanie is stepping away. Chris is stepping away. That's crazy. Is that a little asterisk on whoever wins this year? Like you didn't win when Chris and Steph were on tour. So
Yeah, all the gnarly people left. So
not really counting, but it counts. Okay. Let's go down now to our lead story. Let's move this thing along so we're not here 3 hours like last time. Lead story he was just talking about pre-Pipeline Pro Pump Fest. Pipe's been pumping. It's still pumping right now. Probably shouldn't be saying this, but it's on Surfline live. So after you watch this, they'll be streaming it for another 4 hours. Mark Beatty's in headquarters on the tools probably, following the guys with the Surfline cameras. Pretty sure Can you throw up Surfline's live feed at Pipe behind you? That would be epic. Well, we were just debating that I don't know, that they might be bummed on that because
technically we could, in terms of like, is it possible to do that?
Of course it is.
But also,
probably should
check in. Probably should check in with them first.
We're trying to maintain a good relationship with people.
You don't want to watch Huntington loop over and over again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just pumping Pipeline. I think I saw Shell Doggy Door catch a wave at the 6 hour and 12 mark or something. That was sick. I literally turned it on. It said replay. I'm almost positive it was Sheldon. I could tell when he came out.
Maybe we
stuff.
just pull that up.
I recorded on my phone, but they're still live. So
well, if you airdrop it to the computer there, maybe we can play that one.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have my phone. It's over there.
Where is it?
It's over there.
No, you want to grab it from?
It's like 5 rooms down in the other department.
Here, give me a minute.
But yeah, we'll get that. But anyways, here's our other story. Woo!
It's way over there.
It's 5 doors down. Down the hall. 4 doors down and to the right.
Okay, here, I'm coming over.
Okay. Thank you. Boom. Okay. This should take me an hour. I'm going to airdrop this thing to my computer so I can show everyone and we can pump up our boy, the Doggy Door.
Eric saying pipes pumping. Yeah, we've seen.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us. That's why we went live right in the middle of it. So are you going to... do you want to go through the Instagram clips first? Or...
Yeah, let's go.
Or Sheldon's wave.
We'll end with Sheldon while you figure that out. I have a few here.
Okay. So yeah, Pipeline's been pumping. All the CT guys are there.
Cade.
Here's Cade Matson.
Oh, here's Mark. Mark Beatty from Surfline's calling me right now.
Mark's calling from Surfline. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Should I
Cade
answer?
Matson. Yeah, of course.
Oh, hold on a second. It's on my phone or my watch. Hold on.
Oh, classic. See, the Surfline guys are calling.
Hey, Mark.
Are we in trouble?
Be live.
We're live right now. You're live too.
We're double
I'm
streaming.
on too.
Yeah, I know. We were watching yours. We're like, maybe we shouldn't compete, but yeah, sick.
Do you want? I heard you want our feed. Do you want it?
Can I pull it? I mean, I can just pull up the YouTube. Like, it's not hard. I don't need the direct feed.
See how rad Surfline is?
In the future, if you want SRT, I can send you that.
Okay,
That was
but I
sick.
can just pull up the YouTube. You guys would be cool.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna spend
Let's
1,000
comment on
hours
some
on that.
action.
Yeah, you guys want to watch Pipe? We're gonna poach
Thank you,
Surflines. Thank you,
Surfline.
Surfline.
Yes, Surfline. Look at that. It's straight from the
Okay, I'm gonna get back to the
Apple
show.
I don't want to hear no bad talk about Surfline.
Thanks,
Look
I'll
at
talk
it.
to you later, Mark. Thanks.
Yes, Mark Beatty.
Yes.
Look at they're gonna patch
Watch. Look at that.
they're gonna
Okay.
patch us.
Hold on, let's
in.
watch these clips and then we'll check out
Okay,
the
yeah,
live.
Jeez, I get
live
so
feed.
excited. We got Nate Yeomans too. Is he?
Yeah,
Is he
big
on-
win.
Dude, we get to comment on action.
Oh,
right
he's
now. I
right
can't believe it.
Here, Nate's joining.
Are we gonna bring him in too now, or
Does
for
he
the
want to
next
watch?
story?
I mean, we can do it for this story if you want, and then we roll into the next. Do you want
Well,
to do that, or
He knows a lot more about Pipeline than I do.
I got a lot of things going on?
I'm a video guy that I can act like I'm an expert. I've,
Hey, do you want
I've,
to pull up those links to
I've
the
watched-
Instagrams, Noah, and I'll put it on your screen. You can.
I've
you can walk
watched a
Joe
lot
through
of
it.
sessions,
Yeah.
but I've not made finals in pipe contests like Nate Yeomans.
Hey Nate, can you turn your camera on?
All right, so you were watching Cade, so we got. What? How does this work?
Click that thing. You don't need
Just
to
double
highlight
Click
it.
it and click it again.
We should just let Omar.
Oh, you can see what I'm doing over there. Okay, here we go. We got Cade.
Okay, hold on.
Wait,
Noah,
are we gonna bring in the
Yeah.
expert analyst?
There we go.
Blow out.
Filmed by Shane Kreutzer. Kreutzer. I see that kid's name everywhere. He's on
Look
it.
at the lip.
I hope I'm saying his name
Oh my
right.
God.
I'm out of the game. I used to be deep in that pipeline
Okay, so
pit
now we're
game.
gonna go. Over
Cade Matson
Oh, sorry.
gets the roll in, just pumps underneath the thing, just slabbing blood. That's like, dude, some guys wait 5. Some people never get away like that at pipe. That thing's insane.
Okay, so we move to the next guy.
Yeoman's probably got one like that. Plenty.
Eli.
Eli Hanneman's, okay, dude. This one he doesn't make, but this thing is psycho. This is like Wave of the Winter stuff if he comes out. Charging. Thing is so gnarly right there. I'm sure he got close. This one he makes. This one he makes. Look at that.
Oh.
Blowout. Another one.
Feeling it.
Oh.
Nate's in. Here we go. Let's
Nate's
just say hi
in?
to him real quick, and we'll watch the
Okay,
rest
we'll
of the
say
clips.
hi to Nate Yeomans.
Let's see. What am I doing? Boom.
Nate
hold on. Audio.
Yeomans. Yes.
Say
Look at-
something. Can we hear you?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, we got Yeomans. Look at him. He's in
Straight
the
off the
cool
plane.
office. Is that the Lost Surfboard HQ?
We're doing it. I like my hat lineup. Can you see it up there?
I love that. And the
I was on
Aussie.
my retail, my crew.
You got your MR behind you. Is that just the faithful fish?
Dude, this thing's magic. Yeah. Front deck too, which I usually don't rock, but this thing works really good.
Desideria. You got the tribute up there. Look at all this cool
Yeah,
stuff. All his
dude.
kids, all the kid drawings.
What are you eating?
Just a little mac salad.
Oh,
Oh,
Max salad.
Some
perfect. We're gonna talk about.
Pavilions down the street.
We're gonna talk about pipeline.
That's like the
Huh?
food land of
Yeah, yeah.
California.
Yeah, that works well. I don't think they have pokey down there yet, but maybe I'll have to talk to them.
Okay, we were gonna call you on to talk about the Usher Cup, but then all this pipeline stuff's going on, and Surfline's gonna let us watch a little pipeline, and I figured you know a lot more.
Are we
about
going live? Pipeline?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
we'll
we're
get into
live
live.
now. I just figured you know a little
But-
more about pipeline than I do. I've seen it from the beach a lot, but not inside one of those
We were just-
monsters.
We were just watching some clips of on Instagram, some of the guys ripping.
Can you see this?
Dude. Yeah,
Eli.
I can see it. They're freaking charging. I got home from Australia last night and from that Usher's Cup, and it was a bit of a drive home, so I was scrolling the gram and I saw all those guys charging, which is
Hmm.
dude, it looks, I don't know, at least from my perspective, it's funny. You watch these clips and it looks doable, and then you get out there, you're like, "Holy shit, this is so much gnarlier than like." I went last year and I hadn't been in a couple of years, and it took me a good week or two to finally like kind of get the cojones to go on a couple. It's funny. The first session, Reef was out there. He's like, "Are you gonna catch a wave or what are you doing?" I'm like, "I haven't been
Oh
out here in
my
a while,
God.
man. This place is gnarly. I forgot."
It's the most dangerous wave in the world.
It's Cole.
Some Cole clips. Cade got the sick one.
Oh,
Cole
look at that late takeoff.
charging. I mean, the one big thing I know is almost everyone's wearing helmets. Like, I think the majority of guys are wearing helmets.
Yeah, it was. I felt like 20 years ago, that was kind of it was, if you wore a helmet out there, you're kind of prime suspect to get either, people would be like, "Who's this guy? What's he got going?" And then, like I said, last year when I was out there, I would say half the lineup had helmets on, which is probably the smart thing to do. I haven't done much wearing a helmet too many times. So I was kind of under the impression like it'd be kind of cool to maybe warm up like a wave that's not so life threatening with a helmet. Just, I don't know if it'd
Just to get
change
the
your
feel.
equilibrium or the way you're here or whatever. But
that was Mackay McNamara.
like I said, they were all the young guys were wearing it.
We can go back through all these too.
Yeah. And this is Ayala.
They were even double dipping.
This guy had a psycho wipeout. And how's this?
A
This is
lot-
the first day he's ever worn a helmet. Did you see this one yet?
And did he get hurt or is he okay?
I heard he's okay. I
Oh
mean,
my
I
gosh.
didn't like they didn't have to like pull
Oh
him
my
out of the
gosh.
water or anything, but it looks super scary.
The crazy part is sometimes those ones you'll just fall under and like get under it. I don't know. It's crazy with wipeouts because sometimes the ones that don't look that bad, the guys just get smashed, and then other ones like that, they somehow dive. And I mean, I would almost guarantee you hit the bottom, but it's good to hear he's
Is there a
safe. 'Cause
drone-
that looked
There's a
crazy.
drone shot of that somewhere.
Yeah. So I got a question for you because you've been in a lot of pipe events. You've been in the final of the pipe Volcom Pipe Pro.
Look, that's live pipeline behind you.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We got full screen.
We got live pipe in the
Hold on.
studio.
You guys are tech, dude. I love it.
Mark Beatty from Surfline just called and said no, we could do
Let's
this. No worries.
commentate on the
Who is that?
I don't know. That's gonna be every
Oh,
question.
dude.
Who's
Wow.
that?
It's hard to tell from here.
This shows how many helmets.
Well, it was
there
interesting
are,
when
man.
I was there. I was going to say last year, dude, there was a bunch of guys that had helmets and impact vests on. So they were like, I don't know, it's so gnarly. Like, why not? I wore impact. Buell makes that impact long arm spring,
Mm-hmm.
but
Did you
I didn't
wear
have
that?
my helmet on. I had my family there. Yeah, I wore that a bunch.
Oh my God! Look
But,
at this
why
rolling.
wouldn't
Who's
you?
this? Clonnie Chapman or
That
someone
thing's-
probably. Oh my God! Come
I was
on.
like,
Stalling.
yeah,
Is
you
that
might be
Clonnie
right.
Chapman?
Clonnie Chapman.
How's that called? Come on, Clonnie.
He's making it.
that was
that
so sick. That
meant-
was him.
Wow.
That's him, yeah. Let's see how good we are at calling it. I mean, I don't get. I just seen where the guy took off, and I was like, it's got to be Clonnie Chapman or Landon McNamara or whoever those guys that
was
sit
a
out the
pretty good
back.
call. Let's
Oh, we're
see
gonna
this.
replay here.
Dude, look at where he is. No
I'm just on
one
my
is out
phone, so
there.
it's hard to see, but that's where he sits right
That's
there
his
for
style.
sure.
That's him.
He's probably on like a what, 710?
Huge
hard to
brewer
see.
board. He shapes the boards now. Boom, spit out.
Yeah, when I was out there last year, he was riding a board that he shaped.
Yeah, he's shaping now. Of course, his uncle's Owl Chapman. So might have got a couple of tips. So you're just on your phone. Dang, no, Yomas needs the big screen. Okay, this
Yeah,
is
I'm
the
on. I've got a new phone though, so that's good.
Okay,
Look how firing it is. Right
it's
now.
firing. Thank you, Surfline. This is mental. Oh, crap, we could do this all freaking day. Feed courtesy of Surfline. Thank you. Okay, I've been trying to get to
This
this
is
question for
insane.
quite a bit. I was gonna say, since you've been in events, like this is what I'm wondering, because I guess the forecast, like it's obviously just been pumping for days. Like if you're in the event and it's just cranking pipe for like 6 days before that, do you surf every day because it's so gnarly out there? Like you're bound to like get
gnarly.
hurt almost if you surf it that much. Would you be like trying to get as many waves as you can before the event, or just try to? What would the theory be? You think if it's just pumping every day before? I look like Molly Picklum.
If I like to surf it before just because I don't get to surf it that much. And I think as each session you get, for myself, you just feel a little more confident. But like every time the first session out there, it's like I'm definitely way more cautious than a week or so in, or at least a swell in. But dang, it looks like clean. It looks like the yesterday looked kind of a little more like short period. Yeah, it looks like it's more long period today, and it looks insane.
I saw Mackay McNamara's Instagram. He had a wave yesterday, and he said it was like it felt like a chunky, gnarly beach break or something. Was his comment? But it looks more like pristine today, like you said.
Looks like the intervals maybe a little longer.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I think we looked at the forecast earlier, and it just looks like waves like all the way up to the event. I don't know how the winds are doing or whatnot, but it's just like swell after swell, like, and not like 30-foot wash through swell, like I guess the right size, you could say.
But still, dude, when it's like it looks like there's waves kind of breaking right outside first reef, almost second reef. But those ones that like don't break and then hit first reef and double up are so gnarly.
Those
like
are the
when you're out there
ones, huh?
from the side view, you're just like, holy shit.
Here we go.
Oh my god!
Look at
it's
this wave, dude. It's firing.
Bodyboarder.
This might be the best day yet.
Right here.
Oh! What is that? ARS?
I don't understand like this don't break ribs.
Oh my
Look at
god!
this next one. This is the one.
Claw Grace.
Oh my gosh!
That was my guess. I seen the
Ross the board.
I'm claiming that was Claw. Come on, Sheldon.
Let's
Where's
see how
Shell
many people
Doggy?
The
you
gnarly
call.
part is,
Oh my god!
gosh.
That's straight.
Oh,
Go, son. That drop was psycho.
So
Is that
gnarly.
reef?
Oh, he looked like a big person though. Huh?
The crazy part is on those first waves. Wow, look at this.
Oh
set.
my
Someone
god!
go.
Who's this madman?
What?
That was.
JOB.
It
Oh,
is so
my
sick.
God.
Eli Olsen? This is a fun guessing game.
It's not JOB.
My
I
screen's a
don't
little
know.
bigger than
And
yours,
it might
though.
be
Yeah,
Eli.
hopefully there'll be waves on Monday for the contest. Please. You know what? That's what scares me because
looks
usually when it's
insane.
pumping like this before the contest, it's always bad during the contest.
They got water patrol just for the free surf.
It seems like over there though, when it goes into a good period, like the winds are good, it'll stay that way for like it's not always, but it seems like the pattern will stay good, and then when it goes south, it goes like weeks on end with either bad wind, bad rain. But
Right.
dude, it looks incredible. I was gonna say no, it's gnarly though. Is like being obviously not from there. Those first waves of the sets are the ones you want, but you got to put yourself in the spot to try to get them. And then if someone's deeper than you, which is a good chance someone's going to be, going, one of the boys, and then you can't go, you're like in the worst spot ever when those those ones that cap because you're on the first reef and you're
Like
not
if you
able
have
to
to
get
pull
out to
back
deep
and
enough
turn
water.
around.
Yeah, like someone's behind you and like, and you're like, like you commit, like you think you're going, and then you get, someone's deeper, you don't go, and you turn around, you're like in the worst spot ever.
Oh my god! Just heart in your throat.
That's the scariest part. That's like a lot of times I won't paddle for the first wave because I've had it happen. Like, oh, maybe I can go, maybe I'll have a chance on this one. You like paddle, and then you hear someone, like, whoa, going, and then you turn around and there's a bigger one, and you're on the ledge. Holy shit, is that scary?
Oh my god! I can imagine.
Or like Kalani Chapman, you see where he was sitting. You kind of have like if you're in the spot on one of those ones that caps out there, you're pretty good.
Because
your
not...
chances of actually getting it are way higher than sitting in where like these waves are. Dude, this drop right here is like from the side. That drop is next level.
Oh,
holy crap!
Oh,
yeah, it's hard to.
I'm guessing that's Eli, but who
that
knows?
Kind of looked like
somebody else saying Eli too.
Yeah, maybe Eli. I was gonna say.
You could tell from the back arm.
I was gonna say Reed, but I don't think the body is big enough.
Dude, isn't that crazy how surfers can tell just body language? Like the guy's just a stick figure to most people, but if you're surf nerded out, you're like, yeah, that's so and so from like 2 miles away. So there's so much body language.
I would say, what? You're the filmer. You guys even.
I mean,
their paddle, right?
Yeah, see, exactly. I got the keen filmer eye.
Yeah.
Oh, would the highest rated rep be suiting up right now? Would you be putting the big wave leash on, or what?
Oh yeah,
are you getting psyched?
For sure.
Fuck yeah!
It makes me have to go poop watching it. I'm getting all nervous.
Really? Are you having flashbacks? Dude, you had some crazy waves out there.
I've got all kinds of clips of you out at Pipe.
And what
Yeah,
about
dude, today it looks
when
like-
you're in the heat
Today
and
looks
the
like
what about when you're in the heat and the bombs are just coming in? You just know you have to go on one, right?
it's kind of a blessing and a curse for sure. Because if you're in the spot, I don't think there's anything worse than not going. But when those sets are coming, like you see them capping out on the outside reef,
Yeah.
you know they're coming. And now, like when I was doing them, there wasn't really priority. Where now there's priority. So your first priority, and those things are coming.
Oh
Well, you
my
better
God.
stack up and go, or you're probably not ever getting a wave again.
What about boards?
Dude,
what
it
kind
is
of like
flawless.
How do you pick
backdoor.
board size and all that?
Who's that?
Dude, it looks
Oh,
like a 10
everybody's
out of
getting
10.
spit out. Everybody.
Oh my God, look at this next one. Look at this
Oh,
A-frame.
backdoor.
Oh
Oh,
my
right one.
God, who's
Oh
this?
my.
Oh,
Yellow board? Is that Billy? No.
What?
It was a yellow green board.
yeah.
Dude,
We got to start researching
it
on
is so
Instagram
good
who
out there
posted
right
their
now.
quiver before. Sorry, Nate.
Oh, Eli might be bummed we got that clip of him, actually. Wasn't he?
More people
They
watching.
were
Surf
saying
Lines
they're
feed.
over that because on their, so they could put it on their YouTube. We got busted.
I know we were in Australia with Ian Crane, and Ian Crane flew straight from Australia to Hawaii. So he's there.
Oh, he is? Nice. Come on,
Look at
Crana.
that.
And
Look at
then-
those waves.
The
Have you ever just
Dude, it
sat
looks
out the back for the second
incredible.
reefers? Where Kalani sits? Have you
I've
tried
kind
out
of-
there before?
I've kind of tried it all, and I think I've had the most luck sitting a little out and a little wide. Like I know I kind of sit like around when Derek Ho, I kind of was be in his kind of area. Gavin Beshin kind of sits out there. For me, it was either deep and in or out and wide. That was kind of like my two spots I like to sit at.
You ever notice those?
I
ones
tried
Gabe-
that. I tried this. I tried
Gabriel
the
gets?
second reef
Sorry.
thing. I've tried it when it's big and west. You could paddle out from. Say that again.
Nothing. Go for it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't interrupt, video guy.
Sorry, I'm just a video guy. I can't talk.
No, I've paddled. Is video guy's voice on here? Or they don't
Can
hear
you
it.
hear me?
You can't hear Noah?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear Noah?
No, I can hear Noah, but is
just
everyone
can't
else
see me.
watching here, Noah?
Yeah, everybody. They hear us all.
Oh.
Look, we're all here. Hey,
We're all here. We all hear you.
that's how we do it.
But when it's really big and west, I would paddle out from like logs and then go all the way around.
Holy crap. Is that an easier paddle than like to try to make
You don't
it
have
out
to
of-
deal with the shore break. And I talked to,
Oh.
it was actually Derek. Wow, that was crazy.
Made it.
It was actually Derek Ho because I stay down there, you know, kind of where you stay is kind of where you surf a lot. So I would always kind of check it from that viewpoint. I saw Mike Ho and Derek Ho paddling out like on
Oh.
a big day, and I hadn't done that before. And then I talked to Derek, and he's like, I just like you get like a feel of the ocean while you're like before you enter the lineup. You just get like, I don't know, you feel the swell and the energy and the current, you know, how's coming that way. It just takes you over. And so if it's really big, and then you can enter the lineup kind of like, you know, from the
Out the-
deepest over, and then you could get one of those second reef chip ins. But it is pretty cool. You got to deal with like rock pile, that zone, which
Oh
is
my
pretty
God,
sketchy.
no.
You got to time it. But
That
it's
seems
pretty rad
psycho
because
to
you're like
paddle out
out,
right there.
you're out in like open water, like just I don't know, you could feel the power of it. For me, I really enjoyed it. I was like, this is a rad way to come into the lineup.
Gnarly. I know a lot of people don't know unless you've been there. Like just there's like there's the channel, like it looks from here, but just to the right of the channel is like psycho shore break. Oh my God. This guy stalls it.
Dude, it is firing.
It's every wave they're coming out. Like a lot of times, like only like 4 guys come out of
claiming-
the wave.
I'm claiming 10 out of 10 from what I've seen. It looks as good as it gets.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna 10 out of 10 from Yeomans. Everyone must be
Right?
out
Wouldn't
there.
you say?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like one of the best. I mean, just from like everyone's making them. You know what I mean? Like, look at this right.
Dude, and Backdoor's doing it.
It's all
Holy
time.
crap. Oh my gosh. No, it's interesting is last year when I was surfing, there was a session, like I think my second session out there. I usually paddle out pretty early, like dark, you know, it's a little higher chance of getting a wave. But I was looking around the lineup. I was like, dude, I'm literally the oldest guy out here. Where's all my peer group? What happened to them?
It's a young man's game out there. Oh, the guy
I
behind
think that's the
him.
thing. I saw Freddie P, and he's like, dude, I got kids and shit. Like, if you're out there every swell, you're guaranteed gonna get hit the bottom or something's gonna happen, and it's freaking gnarly.
It's so gnarly. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know what you do if you surf the everyday pipe for a week straight, like before an event. It's just like you said, like the chances of you at least getting busted up is pretty good.
Didn't you have Flynn on? He was talking about some of the new guys kind of got flexed, so they're probably, I don't know, it takes one bad wipeout and
Well, yeah, Eli
it
Hanneman
kind of shakes up your whole world.
Eli Hanneman got fully knocked out. We're talking about who he thought would do the best out of like the rookies that have never been in the pipe contest. And
Yup.
he was said, I don't know, he basically said whoever cannot think about it and just go. And then he's like, Eli's really good at there, but he's like the one guy that knows the consequences. But we just saw some clips of him and he was freaking charging, so I guess he's over that. But he does have a helmet on now.
Super charging.
He was saying in his post he's getting over it right here. First time felt like myself.
I think a lot of it
since nearly drowned 2 years ago.
I think a lot of it, unfortunately, is like ignorance is bliss.
Right, that's kind of
like,
what he was saying.
You kind of could pull it and maybe have a couple wipeouts, but you don't hit the bottom the wrong way. But I think all it takes is, I had it actually the year I made the final, my first heat, I poked on the drop and went over the falls and landed, like went over the falls upside down and landed square in the middle of my back. I thought I like broke my back initially. And when I came up to get air, I couldn't breathe in. But I tore the muscles in between my ribs and fractured 2 ribs. But that night I was like, dude, I mean, I hit like, square in between my shoulder blades. And I was like, dude, if I would have hit a foot higher up, I would have hit square on the back of my head. And I guarantee I would have gotten knocked out. And I was just like, it rattled me actually for a while, like thinking that, like, dude, you're going over the falls. You don't have any control where you're going to land. And it took a while to kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't say forget about it, but not be affected when you're paddling in the waves by holy shit.
Oof.
Dude, so many makes today. It's crazy. Like literally everyone, like you said, it's crazy. Dude, that's why this is so
I don't think it's
with Eli. Like right here, him going again. This is after, he just got hurt. So, and then here he is going again, right? This is just
that thing was psycho. Ago. That looks like
and he knows what it's like to get bashed up pretty good. That
looks like a scary day.
He's not ignorant.
No. Yeah, well, I think like you said, it's a young man sport. I think when you start having kids and I don't know, a little more depth in your life, I think that it makes it hard to just go balls to the wall in waves like that.
I noticed Jack Robinson just had a kid and all of a sudden he's got the helmet on this year. Whoa, look at hats are falling off.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Go!
Dude, they're losing it.
Oh, he got caught at the end.
He's making it.
Snagged him.
Dude, I think that's the first wave someone hasn't made.
Yeah, you're right.
Why did he make?
What about rights? Were you eyeballing the rights out there at all?
Fuck no.
No, not at all. I'm sure you got some rights.
Actually, it's funny. The best wave I ever got was in a comp, and I was losing my heat, and it was like not much time left. I think a couple minutes left, and a wave came in. I was actually going to go left, and I was like, well, this left sucks. I guess I have to go right. I think I got like a 9.5 at backdoor. But that was, I don't think I really ever went right before that. It was more just
that
like
was just because you had to get this
a mishap. Well, it's not really about the rights. It's how it like locks you in. Like it's coming at you, and a lot of times you have to like doggy door, which is front side. It's a lot easier. Where backside, like if you don't time it right and you don't get out, you're like going face first into the reef with the lip coming down on you, and it's just so shallow. It's really difficult. The guys that do it, their goofy foot is like, dude, so much respect. Yeah, it's so challenging. At least
No, I
the
mean,
limited
not many
experiences I
goofy
have.
foot guys go right. I mean, that's why I asked, because it must, yeah,
It seems
difficult.
it seems like a lot of them they're younger guys, and then as they get older, they seem to go right less and less if they're goofy foot.
Oh, airdrop!
Right?
Oh my
man.
god, that's so dangerous right there. So what are we gonna do? We could watch this for hours.
Dude, I know.
Let's go Surfline. Way to be, yeah, Greg. We got to get to the Usher Cup.
I know. It seems so hard to go away from this.
Smash the like button, son.
What would you do, Yeomans? We gotta.
Now let's talk about the Usher Cup.
We only got
guy
Yeomans
right
for
here.
so long.
This guy with the helmet got worked.
Are they rescuing him or something?
Yeah.
I know. We got.
He, like,
we got.
popped out of
We
nowhere.
got. We got the day of the year at Pipeline, but also to Surfline.
Yeah, I mean, you can go watch it there. I guess.
But this is all time.
Just keep our window open.
because
Hit the like button before you leave.
Yeoman's got some real experience out there.
Yeah.
We can just talk about being in the beach in the little by the trees.
If there's anybody at Pipeline at the beach that has some perspective they want to share, send us a DM on Instagram. Maybe we'll
It's
get you in.
gnarly and it's big.
Yeah.
Tell me if my calls are right. I think one guy was Kalani Chapman, one guy was Kala, one guy was Eli.
Molly Picklum call. That
Molly Picklum call. This is fun. You could just let's see if we could pick the right people, but there's no one to tell us if it was the right person.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's we'll come back to this a little bit later. We'll check in. It's behind Joe. If you see something crazy coming, try
Yeah.
to get back there quick.
Probably missed the wave of the decade, but it's cool.
What, Chicken Joe's over here?
Chicken Joe.
Chicken
Chicken Joe, you traitor!
Yeah, what a guy. I thought that guy's on our side.
I don't know.
No, there are no sides.
Cool.
Okay, the reason we had Yeomans here
Well, I gotta switch the background back. Actually, I can't do this.
is the jet lag hitting right now, Nate? Are you falling asleep over there?
He frozen?
I think he's frozen. I was like,
Let's see
dude.
if he comes back in. Oh, he's coming back in. He's coming back
Oh
in.
my God, dude. The waves are going off. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Dude, we can't film. These guys are going to snap. Oh my. Is that Billy Hopkins? That was
Billy Kemper.
Billy
shit.
Hopkins. Yeah, Billy Kemper there. Sorry. I was talking to Billy Hopkins yesterday.
Sorry, I lost you.
No worries.
I was like, are you you were all frozen. I'm like, did the jet lag just hit? You look like you needed a nap.
No,
but
I
you're
told you I had to
frozen.
poop watching this. I had to go hit the toilet real fast, drop one.
You're having
Oh
full
my
PTSD, huh? When you see pipe. Oh.
Dude, 100%.
Oh, these are the replays.
Dude,
This one was
oh my
was sick.
gosh, that thing was psycho.
Does it
Wow.
sting? Was that Balaram or something? Like, does the spit sting
Boys
your
need to
face?
get some color on their boards.
Hey, does it breathe in at you
Yeah,
first and
for
then it
100%.
spits? What's it do? I heard it breathes in, like it spits you in the face and then it spits you on your back. Is that true?
Well, it's like,
If you get the gnarly.
yeah, they're so round that sometimes it's like you could feel it breathe in, like, and it almost grabs your board, and then freaking just wow, and then I think the hardest part is keeping your board on clean water, because you hit that foam ball and then it could like either go to the side or it stops. But yeah, like the really square ones, like you could feel it like breathe in and then just fire hose.
Oh my
If you have
God.
trunks on, it freaking hurts.
It hurts. That's what I heard.
It looks
Sting tip.
Oh, you're so lucky you made that drop. Sure, it's someone really good.
it's incredible. Is the wind supposed to be good all day?
I don't know.
It
Bro,
looks
seems
like
like
the wind's changing a little right now. But I
East-
swear it's just a cloud going over or something.
I don't know.
Because it said east northeast winds, but then I saw in the forecast they're saying like Kona winds are supposed to kick in, but I think that's
Is that
in like
bad?
a day or two's time.
Pickle.
Yeah, Kona winds like
Oof.
southwest wind, not good.
You don't want that. Must be gnarly when
And I
they like
think
have
that's
to
what's going to happen. At least they're saying.
during the
Go ahead.
event window. Hey, Surfline, can we get the official forecaster
Maybe
on
I
here
think in a couple days.
real quick?
We got questions. We got questions.
Is Kevin Wallace available? Should we get to the Usher Cup?
Yeah.
I mean, this is gnarly. But okay, Yeoman's actually you flew back last night from the Usher Cup, right?
Yeah.
So the Usher Cup is basically like, I guess it's an international thing. Was it used to be just Australia's like board riders national title?
So the guy Theo and Rabbit are the ones that like put the together, and we went like, dude, it was insane. It was like they just red carpet treatment. We showed up. They like paid for a shuttle to pick us up from Brisbane. We showed up at the airport, and Rabbit was there with like, guy came bearing gifts. He had little stuffed kangaroos, like little stuffed animal kangaroos. He brought us the American
right there, I
flag.
see it.
It was top notch, but it started during the COVID lockdowns, because Theo was saying a lot of the guys, a lot of the kids were starting to get in trouble. There was like no outlets for them to do stuff. All the sports were closed. I think the beaches were closed, and he said a bunch of like the hot teenage kids, young adults were starting to just get into mischief, and Rabbit and him are like, dude, we need to do something to give these guys something to do, something to work towards, some sort of a competition, so they could be tied back into the community, and I don't know, all the riff raff will iron itself out. So that's how it all started, and I think it was just the Aussie groups,
And it
then,
was all the Aussie board
the
riders
Usher group
clubs.
came in and they funded, and it sounds, I think, yeah, it was 31 teams total. They did some sort of seeding where the top Australian teams were already seeded in, and then on Wednesday they had a trials of, I want to say 16 teams, and the top 4 made it in, and then they had, I think, 11 international teams,
Oh,
and one
11.
being an indigenous Australian team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw they had teams from like Indo and stuff, and then obviously San Clemente and Huntington. And what is the format the same as how we do the board riders here, or what's the difference between the format?
No, different. They do 3 guys and a girl. They do a individual girls division, individual guys division, and then the club division, and then each 3 different categories, they add up the totals, and then that's how you get your overall champion.
Oh,
So
from
they
all
had
3, from individual, men and women's, and then the team tag team, and it's all added up.
Yeah, if you won the individual men or women's division, it was 1,200 points, and then that was seeded down. But then if you won the Usher Cup team division, that was 2,400 points, and then seeded down. And then they took those 3 categories and added them up.
And what the waves were pumping when you guys showed up, right? What was?
That's sick.
Dude, we straight off the plane into like, dude, this guy keeps calling me. He's killing me.
Who is it? Is it a big
Jake from Catalyst.
Jake from State Farm.
I saw some clips, we couldn't find it, but Kira was ripping so.
Yeah, dude,
hard.
We were trying to grab your clips from that Vimeo thing, but dude, the thing would kept buffering. We couldn't find any of your waves. Did you try to go back and watch your waves?
I haven't done it yet. I just got home last night. But
it was hard.
When we surfed in the individual guys, it was funny when we showed up as firing. It was like 4 to 6 foot offshore winds. Like, they should have stuff. They say it was the best swell they've had in like 6 months, and we showed up like straight off the plane into it. It was
Wheel of death.
This timestamp is right where you rip it so hard. Yeah,
right here you actually have a wave, but this thing will never stop buffering. But we tried.
All you people watching at home just know that he rips.
You got the spinny wheel of death.
Dude, I don't know. I think it's because it's on
the time
Vimeo,
cut?
and there's like 10 hours of it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I mean the whole day is on there, so it's like a 10-hour thing. But I found the wave, or like, and then it just buffered. I couldn't grab it.
Is Kira's wave on her Instagram?
I was looking for.
Yeah,
I can't find the waves I was looking for. I saw them yesterday. There's only a few of her, but not the ones that I was.
She's a hammer.
She rips so
hard. She was
hard.
ripping so hard. It was.
I didn't actually realize.
Smaller, and she was just tripping.
I didn't actually realize how. I knew she surfed well, but I just haven't seen her surf in a while. And I was like, dude, she was our like hammer of the whole team. She was like, because most of the girls were like, they would almost, the other teams set the tone and surf a wave pretty decent, and get a 6, and then Kira would do like 2 freaking poncho turns, and there's no way you're not giving it like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah. She's like CT level right there, pretty much.
Here's one. This is free
Yeah.
surf that before. No, this is comp. This is comp.
Look at her. Look at her. I think this is.
No, it's a
Oof.
comp.
Dang.
Yeah, you guys were
Dangos.
small.
Yeomans.
There's a couple more from that heat or that size, like a handful of waves. I was looking at them yesterday. I was tripping out how good she was.
So what? So you got there just
She
pumping?
surfed.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go for it. Yeah, it was firing. So Saturday, we got there Friday and Saturday. We were the first team there, and we just kind of dumb luck. We planned it months ago to go early to get ready for the comp and the time change, and we're going all that way. Why not get there a little early? And we rolled into like the best swell in the last 4. Like I think the guys are saying 6 months.
Oh my God. Were you just
and
losing it when you're
Did that
driving
day, the
around
first
the
2
corner?
days, we got so sunburned. Yeah, the taxi drove us like, how you go to Snapper and then you can do into the little cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you're just.
We drove by
losing
and
it.
we're like, dude, get us to the hotel. Let's go.
Yeah.
And
Just
we went to the
FOMO
hotel.
maximum.
Rabbit was there. They had like, 100%. The Rabbit was there, and then they had like a news crew. I made like the Channel 7 news that night. It was hilarious. They're like,
Americans are
the
here.
San Clemente team from California showed up. But
Was
then
that right
after
when you
our
got to the
obligations with
hotel?
that, we went out. Yeah, they greeted us at like the front, like at curbside.
Were you like, dude, hurry up. I got to get out there, dude. Freaking wrap this thing up.
Well,
It's
you can't.
pumping.
I mean, you got Rabbit. You got Rabbit there. He's like, 78 world champ.
He's the ledge there,
You're not going to tell him to cut it short.
yeah.
Mark Beatty just called
we
again. He said
surfed
that they're
for,
going to
like-
turn their feet off in the next 15 minutes or so.
Okay. 15 more minutes.
So
of
if we want to
surf
peak
line.
one more time, we got to do it soon.
Well, we're still talking Usher.
Yeah. No worry. I'm just letting you know. So you keep that in the back of your mind.
Okay.
Just a
We'll-
little bit more.
we'll
pipe,
sneak one
please.
more
just,
time.
yeah.
Can we
Can
get-
make Yeomans go to the bathroom again.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to let you know.
If you want to go back to that, dude, that's way more fun to watch. But
SC taking over the globe. Was Aki in the contest? I mean, I seen him hanging down there.
I surfed like, dude, there was the first day. Benji Severson, do you guys know Benji, our president?
Yeah.
He hasn't been there since, I think he said last time he was there, they celebrated Chloe's first birthday. So I think he said it was 93 or 94.
Holy shit.
So like Snapper didn't even exist as far as the sandbar.
Right.
But we went out and surfed for like 4 hours straight off the plane. And like, how your wetsuit top can kind of lift up, and my trunks were like sagging down by my butt, that little strip right there. I didn't sunscreen, and I got like, I was like purple that night. I got so fried.
I saw that.
Because you're
and
just
you
paddling
posted a
nonstop against the
picture.
current. Yeah, I got fried. And then we went and surfed again that night. And as I was going to say, we got off the plane. It was Fanny was out, Parko was out, Nick Vazicek, Breno, Mitch Parkinson, who else? But the highlight, me and Crane were paddling out, like kind of in the mid zone, Greenmount zone, and all of a sudden you look up and like, holy shit, it's Aki. And you know how he does, like, he kind of like does his hands like, but they're down low, but he like opens up his fingers, and he did this like high line, and then did like fed his
We're losing you.
He like did like a high line, and it did like went past these guys and then dropped down and just did this like bottom turn, and we were paddling over the shoulder looking down, and me and Crane just started laughing like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, how we were in freezing California, now we're at firing Snapper Rocks, and freaking Aki's just flying by on a perfect right. We're like, dude, we've already won. Like, this is insane.
Thank God we signed up for this thing, huh?
I got to thank Riola for letting me go. I had to have a meeting. Like, I got invited. Like, what do you think? And he's like, all right, well, don't take, you can go, but don't stay any longer, and make up work when you get back. So I'm straight in the office.
Straight in the office. You're gonna hit that jet lag soon.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I
a
kind
long
of already
flight.
feeling
What's
it.
that thing? 15 hours or something?
Yeah, I think it's like 15 hours there and 13 hours back.
Mm. How was getting waves out there? Was it like so consistent you could get waves, or were you just losing it, like didn't catch a wave for an hour and a half and then caught a bunch?
There was, yeah, I jumped out. I didn't go off the rock because it's kind of gnarly and I haven't done that in a while. So you like paddled out in the little slot, there's like the rocks are kind of at the very top, and then you could paddle out in that little slot below it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and paddled out, and I got a wave right off the bat, and then I got another wave down through Greenmount, and I ran around, and then the second go, I must have paddled for like 2.5 hours, and freaking just was stuck in that. There were so many guys trying to get behind the rock because if you're like pole position and a set comes, there was like really good barrels coming in, but the current was so strong it was like near impossible. And then you'd find, or at least I would finally get up there, and then you can come around from Froggies.
Right.
Like
even deeper.
I
Yeah.
finally got, after like an hour of paddling, I finally got up there, and then Parko and I think Mitch Parkinson came around the corner from Froggies and just got
Great.
slotted on 2 in a row. I was like, well, guess I'm not getting that set.
At least you got one right off the bat. That's the worst when you paddle out and just are like watching people go by forever before you get one.
I think they're doing highlights on the surf line.
And then
all the best waves right here.
the afternoon session, we went down towards like Cura and like past Greenmount and in between Greenmount and Cura, and we had like a magic session down there. You would have been losing your shit. It was just like these walls coming in, and you know how it does like the low road and then like goes into it, and it was just like
barreling,
funneling for like 500 yards.
That's the best place.
It was
in
incredible.
The world for normal surfers.
It really is.
That was always my
I don't
favorite
think I
place.
got any clips.
No clips, no filmer guy for Team San Clemente filmer.
We're just soul surfing.
Oh,
Wish I had some clips.
I bet. That was always my favorite place to go on tour for the video guys because it's kind of good all day, and not like some places you go like West Oz would like, or some places would blow out, and the filmer you're like, okay, now the waves are crappy, like no chance for you to surf, but they're like, whatever, Wardo would surf for 4 hours, but then he'd go cruise at the hotel, and then you'd have your chance, but it would be good all day, so it's so fun. Oh my god!
And then D-Ba, is this live still behind you?
Yeah, that's their feed. Sorry, it's the replay. They're playing the highlights.
I'm like losing concentration. Guys are just getting blown out behind me.
I think it's the highlights, so it's probably going to end in a couple minutes. Maybe
should we watch the highlights?
Just go over the.
Oh, these are highlights,
dude. There's so many giant smiles on over there right now. Are you kidding me?
Whoa! Look how deep this guy was. Red board.
Sorry, I keep leaning forward so I can see my screen.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, no worries. So let's get you.
And then I was gonna say, dude, but the crazy part about it is there's snapper that like the rocks stick out, and then here's the long point, and then just right here is D-Ba, which is like there was a couple days over there that were like insane. Like this one, the day they ran the trials for the Board Riders Australian clubs. Oh, look at that wave.
Ooh, blow.
Jeez Louise.
Is that JOB?
Oh my god.
Jack Robinson.
It is so good.
I was gonna ask.
Today's a good day to be over there.
We're just mesmerized. Oh my god. Oh.
Look at that thing.
Oh, look at that empty one.
Everyone, like
psycho.
So many makeable ones.
Another one.
If you're gnarly.
Like that's what we kept saying in Oz, Psycho Tuna.
Psycho Tuna. That was the rad Aussie brand back in the day. Look at these bombs. Oh, here's a backsider on a big old right.
Wow.
Ooh.
But yeah, the day they run the trials at D-Ba was like the best Newport you've ever seen in your life, and like trunks and like aqua blue water was just like insane. Like they had their board riders event. I was like, can you imagine if you got it? Actually, you would never get waves that good here. And it was all day, like you said, it was offshore all day, and just like guys are getting barreled up and down the beach and coming out and doing like 2 turns. And it was like incredible.
Whoa, is this Mason on the gnarly
That's his bottom
airbrush
turn
board?
for sure.
Kick stalls it,
Wow,
pitted,
that was
blown
insane.
out. 25 photographers in front of him.
He rides the bigger boards.
Dude, that could be a window shot with
Into a
that
floater.
color. You need to put that at Jack's or something.
100%. He's got another one that just showed up here.
Another crazy colored gun.
He's actually got two. He's got like a YMA one, and then he's got like
nice
the
gun.
light speed, like kind of rad ripper.
Oh,
looking
this
thing.
guy's going for the.
Oh, this is a
Whoa.
nugget.
Underneath. Oh, we got the Mason Ho clip.
Oh, make it.
What team rider
Insane.
did?
Oh, this one too.
Oh, this is Sheldon Paishan. Whew, watch, I can tell. Watch when he goes down the line right here. Right there, that's him. That's him.
Wiggle, wiggle.
The little wiggle. And I know he's got that orange, like a bigger board.
Look at that right.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, are you having FOMO right now, young man?
Jeez, what a run.
At least you got to go to Snapper.
Dude, I was well, like I said, I was
Here's that right.
out there
Oh.
last year, and there was
Coming.
wow.
Oh, he didn't come out.
That spit just gobbled him. That
They-
thing was nasty. Nasty Nate.
Vaporized them.
Vaporized.
Dude, like I said, I was out there last year. I was out there during the Dahui shootout, and I surfed the night after Moana got that crazy wave, and it got bigger, and it was kind of got basically too big.
Uh-huh.
And there was a moment I had to like coach myself like off the ledge of like a panic attack because it was just fucking huge, and I was like, dude, what am I doing out here? Like this is like next level. But
You're
then I was
next
talking to
level, though.
Strider, and he's like, dude, that's the like where else do you get a feeling like that? Like I don't know, maybe if you're like climbing a giant mountain, but to like feel just that raw energy and what Mother Nature of it and a lineup like that, I was like, you know what? I like that, Strider. Like you feel so alive and you feel like you're just this little minuscule, like non-significant thing. And there's just the Mother Ocean is just so alive. It's really, I don't know, amazing feeling.
Gnarliness. I'd probably really have a panic attack. Oh, who's this? Mackay
It is,
McNamara again?
wouldn't you say? Is that kind
don't-
of a Slater looking thing? I don't think it's Slater, but there's
I'm
little
guessing
glimpses.
Mackay. Liked. Video, dude. I got a keen video guy eye. And my screen's a lot bigger than yours, probably. Could be wrong, though. What size board do you ride out there? Is there a limit? Like, is there one that's too big? Looks like Billy. Or what's his name? Skywalker.
I think the biggest board I got is a 7.6. He gets a lot of good waves. Lucas Godfrey.
Yeah, Lucas Godfrey. That's who I was thinking of. I don't know if that was him, but
He charges, man.
that guy gets a lot of. Yeah, he charges. We were there one day. He was just going.
Is it my
on
phone or is it
everything.
this? Might be me.
What you're getting?
Yeah,
blown
you're
up?
freezing a bunch. It's all good.
Is it
We can still
Kalani
hear
one?
you.
Oh, we're getting to where we were. There's Kalani Chapman.
Yeah. And they had like 10 minutes
Oh,
highlights.
I want to ask what. So out of like the San Clemente rookies, you got to pick one. Who's gonna do the best at pipe? Cade, Crosby, or Cole? I guess those are the three rookies
At
from San
pipe or
Clemente.
pipe and back door?
That's what Flynn asked too. I mean, what if it looks like this right now? Let's just say it looks just like this, which is like A plus.
If it was like
Oh
this,
my
I'd say Crosby.
Crosby. Okay, that's a good pick.
If
I
it
mean,
was
he's
back
kind of
door
got
waves, that's
Kind of put he's putting the most time out there, maybe too.
I think Yeomans is.
I think if it's
He's talking.
yeah, I think I'm coming back though. It sounds like it's working now.
Okay, why Crosby?
If it's 10-foot west swell, I'm going Cole. If it's like 6 to 8 foot and it's back door and pipe, I'm going Crosby.
So you would call this 6 to 8 foot?
This is probably I don't know, 6 to 10 foot, but there's back door waves, you know.
Right. It's not all giant lefts. Oh, is that Billy?
Let me see something real fast. See if I can get back to you guys.
Get back.
Crazy.
Oh gosh. Ooh, I need some more coffee. I wish we were on.
Hold
that.
on. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Let me see if
Oh, late drop into the
I
pit.
can hear you.
Blown out. You can hear me?
Who was that?
I don't know who that was, but he sure knew what
Yeah.
he was doing. That's for sure. Okay, what's before we get out of here? What's the daily for Yeomans? What's on the schedule today? Okay, that was all the highlights.
Mental.
Thank you, Surfline.
Surfline.
It's still firing. Surfline, you guys killed it.
Yeah, the guy's probably got to go pee over at Surfline. He's like, what?
I think that's Beatty running it over there.
It is.
So what's on the Yeoman schedule today now that Riola's got you going overtime for going to Australia? What's the daily
Well, like I
lost
said, I
surfboards?
got home last night. Oh, here we go. I forgot. I have my little. Here's one right here. This is my little zone of pictures,
Oh,
family.
okay,
And
let's see.
look at that one.
All right, there it is.
The bonsai pipeline.
Dude, that is legit. That looks everything as big as today, that's for sure. Probably bigger. Look at that thing out the back. Oh my gosh.
There's
Dude.
one.
You got all kinds of stuff on your
You're cutting out again, Nate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was like the lunch.
Is he cutting out?
I mean, he's back now. He was.
Oh.
I don't know. It's going in and out when you're moving the phone around.
Okay.
Unreal.
Right. You got
Oh,
all
it's
your
melting. Are we back?
yeah, we're back. How are we doing? We're gonna move on to our next segment.
Yeah. Dude, it's
Okay. Thank you, Nate Yeomans, for joining us on the Impact Zone. We caught you in the Impact Zone.
anything to promote.
Yeah, anything to promote?
Get technical here.
You want to plug some brands? Who you repping? What's the latest?
Board models.
Board models, Salty Crew, Dragon. Can you hear us?
I don't know.
I don't think you can hear us.
I don't think so.
Hold on.
You said, hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him over here.
Okay. Thank you, Nate Yeomans.
All right, Nate, thank
Big
you.
Deluxe, what a ledge. Former CT surfer. He's won 6 stars. He's won all kinds of stuff. He's been in the final of the Volcom Pipe Pro, I think multiple times, but he always did well out there, and it was pumping pipe every time. And he just went to the Usher Cup in Australia. It's like the board riders world title at Snapper, sickest wave ever. And Pipeline is pumping. Thank you, Surfline.
Oh, do you have that Sheldon clip?
We showed it already.
Oh, that was the same one that you have on your phone.
He was on the highlights. Stoked for him. Getting a bomb out there. Surfline didn't even know who it was. They just knew that wave was sick. Okay, thanks,
Cool.
Yeomans. Yeomans is the Lost rep too, and Salty Crew ambassador, and I think Dragon too. It's one of his brands. So, any surf shops out there need some Lost boards or any of those other brands, you hit him up. Oh, I forgot to ask him about the Speedo thing. I knew there was something.
I couldn't find those pictures. Were they on his?
Yeah, or the SC board riders, but
No,
I
it's
think
on there.
I think he surfed a heat in his Speedos, which is ironic because Speedos are originally from Australia, I believe. And Speedo's one of our biggest clients at Alani Media. You could check out their Instagram today. There's what was that? Noah filmed all
Look
this
at
water
Sheldon's
footage.
all over Surfline right now.
No way.
Yeah, on their story.
What?
You see? You have it on your phone?
Is
or
he
on
asleep like he was on our show last
It's on
week?
Sheldon's story. How do we do that?
I got it.
I'm looking
Or
at
it's
it.
on Surfline's story too.
Shell Doggy Door makes it look easy.
But then they interview.
No way.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got it. Here, let me pull it up.
Whoa, is that a different wave? Dude, the boy's on fire.
Here, let me check.
What? I love. Let's blow him up. Maybe Rip Curl and his sponsors will see this.
Can you text him?
Is this it? It's on Surfline story?
Should we?
Yeah,
where's
right
it?
after this one. Yeah.
Oh, here. Hold on. Let's watch this.
Shell
Shows
Doggy
his
Door
wave.
makes it look easy.
Oh.
This thing is nuts. This one, I think this is a different one. Oh my God. Steep drop. Blowout.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
Sheldon.
Cuddy.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
doggy
can
door.
we text this guy. Let's get him on the line.
Dude, last time we did, he was taking a nap.
Dude,
Well,
big
maybe
time
he's
sleepy
all
guy.
charged up after his freaking Surfline interview. Check out this next slide.
Yeah, we can't.
How's it going, guys? My name is Sheldon Paishan. I'm from the west side of Oahu. We're here at the Bonsai Pipeline. It is pretty pumping today. A lot of guys are getting barreled. Super nice conditions, and yeah, everybody having a good day at the beach today.
Hey, would you call it best day of the year at Pipe so far?
So far, maybe. Yeah, I would say so. One of the best days for sure.
Sick.
I feel like it's always good out here.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
Yeah. Nice one.
You should have went all JBG on him. Just said something gnarly. West Side. That's sick though. He's getting it. He's out there on the day of the year.
Good man.
Yeoman's called it too. Like that's as good as it gets. Like sometimes you watch those live things and like no one's making them. Like literally every wave, guys are getting blown out. It's insane. Thank you, Surfline. You're the best. Sheldon's killing it. Blow our boy up. Okay, next
All right.
story.
What do we got?
Are we moving along? Let's
Yeah.
move. We're so quick on the show with the news. Okay, third story. Nazare comp went down at Nazare. Lucas Champa. How do you say it? Chanka.
You know?
I don't know. I'm reading your guys' notes. I don't think that either of these are spelled correctly. Maya Gabiera. Chumbo. Lucas Chumbo. That guy's freaking nuts, but I don't know. I watched a little of it, and obviously the waves are huge, but it looked like not quite like the biggest Nazare ever. They were doing lots of turns and stuff. I mean, bigger than I'd ever go out, but I'm sure they're really hoping for like just crazy enormous waves.
Chianca.
That's why I said Chianca first.
Yeah. Chumbo, they call it.
Oh, Chumbo is his nickname, but yeah, he won it. He does.
Right here, or is it's 6 hours ago? Here's one. It's Red
Oh
Bull
yeah,
surfing.
look at. Oh, I'm like,
Here
that's
we
not.
go.
It wasn't that big. Look at that. It's huge. But like that size, I guess that's. I'm sure it wasn't that big.
Yeah, these ones right here.
I mean, it's gigantic, but honestly, that guy wants a wave twice that size. Like that's what that guy wants to catch. I'm sure that's what they want to run the contest in. But yeah, I mean, it was still freaking big and gnarly. Like the one guy I saw wipe out, and the jet ski jumping right there is like the craziest stuff because Nazare, there's no like proper channel. Like the jet ski guys are running inside to grab these guys, and the one I saw, the jet ski guy came in, grabbed the guy, and then the whitewater was on their butt, and the surfer guy actually let go because he was dragging the jet ski, and if he didn't let go, the jet ski was going to get gobbled too. So he just released off the ski so he would get smashed, but then the jet ski, like it lifted his weight off, and the jet ski skittered out and made it, and then came back around and got the guy, and the guy was worked. They had to bring him into the beach, and he was like, it wasn't like out on a stretcher, but the guy was like on the beach, like catching his breath after they brought him in. So it was big enough for those guys to be getting like thrown on the beach to catch their breath. So it was big. Lucas Chumbo. That's his nickname. Look at that car. That was like the boys there at 28th Street. So fun. Ooh, look at that. Is that 28th Street?
Like a cut back right there.
That was sick. Full layback hack.
Sweet.
And this is what's his name's brother, right? Who was in the final five?
Hey, Joe?
Jiao Chanka, yeah. They're brothers. These guys are psychopath chargers.
Crazy.
Jiao got hurt earlier this year in pipe too. I wonder if he's rocking the helmet nowadays. Okay, Radical. How are we doing? How long have we been going? Remember when cut the feed of the comp because it looked like the surfer might die?
That's a pretty common technique in live production. You don't show the nasty stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. They just do it. You don't know who's watching. Kids, especially for sporting events. Some car crashes. They'll show the car like for a second. I don't know. Is that true? Do they show like the mangled wreck burning in flames? I don't know. Actually, I don't watch any.
I can't remember what contest that was. Oh, that was the Nazare big wave contest that happened. I think it maybe was. Yeah, was it the Maya?
I know it like the UFC because I watch a lot of that. that when the guy's like, he gets knocked out and he's laying on the mat, they'll show it for a second, but they won't just show him like twitching on the ground for an extended period of time. You think they would, but they don't.
I want to cut away from that.
Yeah,
They
it's just
showed
like a bad look, I guess. You know, it's sportsmanship and stuff.
They showed McFanny get attacked by a shark, but that was like split second. Couldn't pan away from that. Guy was getting CPR and they cut away. Phew, that's heavy. Yeah.
Here, Sheldon's got an angle he already posted on his story 8 minutes ago.
Guy's on. He's probably bugging.
Gian filmed it. I got it on my screen if you want to.
Gian filmed it?
Here it comes. Right here, close up.
Oh, what? Doggy Door putting on a performance. Maybe he'll get invited to the Pipe Masters next year.
Oh, maybe that. Wait, who was? So he's got an orange board.
Yeah, no, he got 2 good ones.
This isn't the one that was on Surfline.
No.
The one on
Then
Surfline was mental.
Yeah, then he got another one on Surfline.
He's out there putting in work. Good for him.
Yeah.
Sick. The doggy door.
Doggy Door's
guy.
getting it at the pipeline.
Look at that Corey Wilson photo. Sick.
That's Rocky Rights, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay,
Move on.
next
story.
segment.
What are we talking?
This is my favorite one. So, I don't know if you could call this a humble brag, but it's pretty much a straight up brag. So, Ward Stories has been leaked onto YouTube finally. It's 4 hours and 20 minutes of the full story. So, back in the day, we made 1,000 copies of the DVD. Well, first, actually, it was a series on Stab. We released one every month. And then we still had like an hour and a half of bonus stuff, even longer, and we put it all onto a DVD. We took the videos down from Vimeo, so they were no longer on Stab, and they're only available on DVD. And we only made 1,000 copies, so if you don't have that DVD, there would be no way to view the entire Ward Stories. A couple guys snuck it up there, like 1 or 2 segments, but not the entire 4 hour and 20 minutes. And lost. Probably, I don't know why they wouldn't release it, but who knows. But someone finally ripped that thing off and put it on YouTube, and I personally love it. Are you going to pull that up?
I thought you were going to do that one.
Oh, I'll do that one. Okay. Boop. So, whoa. Let me bring this over. What's going on here?
Okay, maybe I should do it.
I swung it over, and all I see is Sheldon's freaking replay.
What is that thing?
It's just stalling out the show. There it is. Oh, because Sheldon's like the whole video there.
Yeah, you have to close it.
Okay, here it is. It's on Slab of Slab's account. Can you see it now?
There it is.
Well, look at this guy's going big. Now he just put the Bruce movie up there.
He's just going
I don't know,
full pirate.
Full pirate mode. But this is my favorite part. So look at videos. Popular. Ding, ding, ding. #1 Ward Stories, 2.3 thousand views compared to everyone else has just got like 400, 300. All these gnarly movies. And bing, bang, boom. Ward Stories. But this, I'll tell you, I'm kind of bummed on this. Look at no comments. Why would you turn the comments off? Is there a reason for that?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like boost to the algorithm or something?
No.
Because I would love
Maybe guy just doesn't want people to
maybe
talk
some
shit on him.
maybe some negative comments.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna pull this one up. A couple fun parts that I like.
You go full screen.
I'm bringing it over. Hold on.
Oh, you're doing one at a time here first.
Yeah, well, this one I had the time stamp marked. I want audio on this thing. Are you gonna ride the audio?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's never been online before. This is the Drug Aware Pro. We're at Margaret River for that's like the 6-star QS. I'm with Mason Ho, and so Chris surfed this QS on the east coast of Australia, and then me and Mason flew straight to Western Australia. We've been waiting for him to show up. We have no idea where the guy is, and Mason grabs my camera and starts going through the parking lot pestering pros. We called it Mason Vision. So check this out. This is from Ward Stories.
Any audio?
I got the audio up.
I don't hear anything.
Look at audio. Boom. See me moving that thing?
Okay.
See me?
Some issue. Hold on. Let me pull it up on mine because I know my audio is
What is
working.
that?
These are all the Brazilian boys.
just
Look
pause real
at
quick.
Adriano,
Pause it real bit. I'm gonna bring it up. on mine.
Medina. I have to rewind a little. Look at how grommed out Medina is right here. He's just full grom. We didn't know he'd just become Darth Vader and start dominating everybody. But he was probably starting
Timestamp
already.
there. 1:13:17.
Yeah, but it starts right before that. You hear Mason going, look, we're at the Drug Aware Pro. We're looking for Chris Ward. We're calling this Mason Vision.
Okay, here, let me pull it up on mine.
This is kind of like, remember Peter King had tour notes? This is kind of I don't know who
They
came up with it
copied you.
first. I think Mason might have.
We mastered this.
Right here.
Yep.
He already won it before.
Hear that, Peter?
Second. We're trying to find Wardo. Leo, have you seen Wardo? Leo, no
All
Chris
the Brazilian boys right there.
Chris Ward anywhere or no? I don't know. Man, you seen any sightings of him over here in West Oz?
No, I haven't. He's either at the bar or at the box.
The American Chris Davidson
Guinness Book World Record.
times 8.
Corey Lopez.
Wardo and Cord.
Wardo lifetime partner up there.
Okay, this is Wardo. Wardo is the box in the human form. The box is Wardo in the liquid form. We've been here for about 4 days.
We're just waiting for the
Supposed to
guy.
be here, so we know to just post up at the box till he shows up.
You know, there's so many stories people try to think negative of that guy, but
Roy
that's
Powers.
the baddest guy. I mean, he's fucking always the right spot, charging. He'll go through hell and back and then still make it down there and win his heat or get the best wave of the day.
Okay.
He knew he was doing his versus every ride.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
So he was there. Sick.
Is there for guy outside?
Okay, you might want to drop the audio here. So he's in Newcastle. This guy, instead of flying there, this guy drove across Australia in the rent-a-car across the Nullarbor Plain. It's the longest straight road in the world. And look at, here he is. We're down at the contest. This guy comes walking around the corner.
Is the volume okay to come up?
I don't know. It's got Indiana Jones music on there, so I don't know. But we're like, where were you? He's like, I just drove across Australia. He drove from Sydney to Perth. That's like it's like from driving from here to New York in the rent-a-car to make it the heat, to make it to the contest. It's like I don't know. It's the longest straight road in the world. Oh my God, this is epic. Then we're like, Wardo's still doing those crazy surf missions now. He's a certified legend. Went to Mexico last year for 2 weeks, and it took me like a month to recover. Dude, have you been to Baja with Wardo? You're gnarly. This is where we tell Aki, dude, he just drove across the Nullarbor Plain.
Is there music?
It's just never ending for Chris.
No, no.
Let me rewind a little bit.
No, perfect. Watch, I tell him what he just did.
He's really powerful and charges big waves, but I don't know. You got to tell me stories because it just doesn't stop with Chris.
I'm like, okay.
Did you hear he actually drove here all the way from Sydney?
You kidding me?
Yeah, for the contest.
You're kidding me, aren't you?
Have you ever heard of
Nullarbor Plain?
No, have you ever heard
The
of
Nullarbor Plain.
Dude, I think I only muted the audio here locally, so we might get flagged for the Indiana Jones music.
Oh shit.
Great.
Yeah.
Oops.
Maybe it was like a fake Indiana Jones song.
Or maybe it
we
was.
got.
Yeah, maybe probably not.
Like he just wanted to drive. He had a rent-a-car.
He just likes to drive. Okay, I think the music comes back on.
He made it. So,
Look at Wardo walks right up now. He's like, "What up,
I think he
Aki?"
almost did a couple of times.
Oh, we almost could have lost Chris right there. He's crazy. You drove here?
Here comes the music again. Mute that thing.
He decided to drive, not fly.
See how long it was, how far it was.
So,
How long?
anyways,
Oh shit, we might get flagged for that. I was pressing the wrong button. I only did. See, that's the problem with it's in our ears sometimes, but it's also on the stream separately.
oh, okay. Well,
It's a backroom
see.
discussion after the show.
yeah. Maybe it was like some
Well, you're talking over it too, so maybe it was
royalty-free Indiana Jones. But anyways, this guy drove from Sydney to Perth, which is basically like driving from here to New York, but with nothing in between. There's just desert.
I heard there's kinks in the road, so it kind of keeps you awake.
Right,
You're going
right.
straight, and they make a little kink just so you can kind of
Just so you can like
actually
not
drive.
fall asleep.
And the trucks are like 5 trailers long or whatever.
Shit, look at this. And then he goes out to the box and just getting psycho waves. But long story short, he surfs the contest, and then the next contest, it was like this QS lake. The next contest is all the way down in Tasmania. So he goes back. He actually called the rent-a-car place and said, "Hey, I want to leave my rent-a-car in Perth. I'm gonna fly. Can I like drop it off at the Hertz or whatever?" And they're like, "Where are you?" And they told him it was gonna be like $3,000 or something. They're gonna charge him to leave the car on the other side of the country. So he's like, he literally just looked at his girlfriend and was like, "Babe, get in the car. We're going now." And drove all the way back down to wherever, Melbourne, got a ferry across to Tasmania, drove through Tasmania, and showed up at the QS, made a couple heats, and then drove back to Sydney to catch the plane home. So it's like a 5,000-mile journey. I'd wonder what the Google Maps says on that one, but it's ridiculous. All in the rent-a-car. So that's award stories. That one, anyways. That's Ward Stories. You can see 4 hours and 20 minutes of more stuff. All kinds of crazy fun stories and epic surfing. We could stop this now.
Cool.
I just want to point out one thing, that two of the best surfers on the planet are currently watching this thing to get psyched to surf pipe, which we were just talking about. Can we click that link, or should I do?
Oh, where is it?
It's in the Ward Stories doc. I had another surfing segment, but
Second
I
one?
think people get it. No, third. This is my favorite thing. This makes me happy. It makes me so happy that someone leaked this thing finally. Every amateur surfer should watch this. Anyone that wants to be a pro surfer. Yeah, I think maybe not. I don't know.
This one? Third one?
No. That's a cool one though too. I could watch that all day. That's the best. I can't see him, but
shit.
that's him. That's the best. So our buddy Ira filmed this. Our buddy from Baja who just happened to be down here. The music's gonna come on. We're for sure gonna get clipped on this song.
I got rid of it.
Okay, so we're making this film. My buddy Ira Nevius, who lives down in Baja, just happened to be down at this wave, just filming randomly. And they're like, hey,
he loves to film.
He's all this one guy who surfs pretty good. And they kept filming him. And then somehow it's like, I went down to Barra for that contest and I saw him. He was still there. He's like, yeah, I've been filming down here a couple of weeks. I got some footage of this guy who's surfing really good. I think he rides for Lost. And this whole thing was filmed by him. But this wave is just incredible. Some incredible surfing here. This is before the WCT event, 2006, the Rip Curl Pro, somewhere in Mexico. So this was somewhere in Mexico, maybe like a month or so before the event. This guy just down there killing it. And our buddy Ira got the clips, and then I sourced them, and then Mike Riola edited this epic session, and it's in Ward Stories.
Cool. All right, go check it out.
All right, go check it out. Wait, the last clip. I want to... And, oh, this is my favorite. Whoa, why does it look square like that?
No,
boom, look at it. So Crosby and Griffin
I gotta turn on
are in the Pipe Pro. Pipe is pumping. They've been out there. I've seen some clips of them. And what do they watch to psych up? New Pipe psych up clip. Dun, 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 Ward Stories Pipe contest segment.
Is there audio here?
So the boys are, look at these guys get psyched to the Wardo segment to go surf pipe and surf in the Pipe Pro. Oh, I knew all those extra hours would pay off. Okay, so go check out Ward Stories, the whole movie. It's on Slabs. What was it? I forget.
Slabs on Slabs.
Slabs on Slabs, YouTube.
Give that pirate some views.
Pirating. I'm stoked he pirated, because half these groms never seen this movie. There's so much inspirational stuff in that film. You got to check it out.
That was a pretty good show.
It was, yeah. We're done.
Yeah,
wrap this thing up.
Yeah,
we got some epic pipe.
Buy some of those T-shirts behind.
Oh yeah, check those out.
What did we learn today, kids?
I don't know. Ooh, let's look at our website to buy some shirts.
Yeah, plug the merch, of course, so we can keep doing this. Whew, thank you, Surfline. Big time. Thank you, Mark Beatty. Check out the merch.
Walk through the styles here. What do we got?
So many styles. Look at that. That's a huge range. The range is looking giant.
Shirt 1, shirt 2. We actually out of a lot of sizes of this one.
We got to get more. We got to order more logo
tees. We have
tees.
like one medium left if you're
more logo tees.
A little bit more lean. Better order that soon. Thanks to everybody that's already bought a shirt. That was really cool of you.
Yes, big time. Whoa, we're out of extra large?
Out of extra large. No more extra large.
Ooh.
Got a lot of large. So have
Medium's like the one that sells the least, huh?
Yeah.
We're learning stuff. I learned
I'm
that
wearing a
the other
large
day.
right now. That's what I've got on.
Should I wear the merch on the show, or is that a faux pas? No, and Omar's doing it.
Doing it.
Oh, yes. What did I learn today?
And what did you learn?
What did I learn? I learned... Wait, what did we learn? Oh, my gosh. Let me look here.
We learned that pipe is absolutely firing.
I learned that Steph Gilmore is taking a day off. I learned... Or a year off. What did I learn from Yeomans? Oh, I learned that Yeomans, you can paddle out from log cabins to huge pipe, which I would not... Sponsored by Like and Subscribe, Lamar Williams, yes!
Yeah, make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe. So I learned that Nate Yeomans paddles out from log cabins, which is crazy. That's to the left of Pipeline, and the reef's gnarly, and it just looks like somewhere you should not be paddling out. So that's where Nate paddles out. So I learned that much. I learned that Shell Doggy Door is out there getting sick ones. And yeah, that's what I learned. What about you guys? Anything or not?
You learn anything now?
Nothing.
No.
Good.
I learned that this show is supposed to be easier, but it's still a lot of work. I also learned that we're paying thousands of dollars in storage to record this thing every year.
No kidding.
We did 32 terabytes of footage for 1 year of shows. It's our 1 year anniversary, guys, of the show coming up next week. So we're gonna put out a new video, try to get that going, give you guys some more content. But I feel like we've been doing pretty good. We've been giving you a lot of stuff. We've been out there week after week, twice a week sometimes.
We've been hustling for you people.
Hustling, dude. Just giving you all the free content. Look, it's free.
Do you know how many surf sessions I've sacrificed for this show? Just every show's a surf sacrifice for me. So, yeah, guys, killing it. Yeah, Evan. Whoa, what happened to our pipe background? That thing should be permanent.
I think they took it off. Yeah, we could change the Huntington. We just got to go film something else.
We should do one in Newport since we're based in Newport/Costa Mesa. I learned you have a direct line to Surfline. Yes, we do, Eric.
Very well connected around here, guys.
We're connected. We're Orange County surf industry dorks.
Bunch of dorks.
Bunch of surf industry kooks. Are we gonna wrap this thing up?
Yeah, I just never figured out. I didn't actually get that set up again.
How to wrap it up?
Yeah, I got to get some music going. We did pretty good on our main show, but this one we haven't quite figured it out yet. So.
How long did this show go?
I don't know, like 2 hours, hour and a half, I think.
Good. The last one was too long.
It's pretty long. We had a lot of people watching this one too. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let us know if you have any questions before we go. While I try to figure out how to sign off.
Any questions for me? I'm an expert at everything.
Yeah.
Not really. Good. I have huge opinions on the surf world. What you want to hear about the surf industry, the state? Oh my God, no one cares. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything you did. Thank you, Craig. I'm here for the people. Tuning in from Maui, yes. Auditing Hawaii.
Is that a skimboard?
What is that? That's a sick shot. Look at that turquoise water.
Maui skimmer.
Maui skim's sick. I learned I need glasses.
Why?
I think I need better ones. These things are so old. I could see on the last show, I was squinting to look at the thing.
I learned it stings when you wear trunks at pipe.
Oh, yeah. You get the spit sting. That's a good one. You would never know that unless you got blown out at pipe, which a lot of people have not. I've been out there a few times just crapping my pants when got pitched over the falls a couple times, but I don't think I've ever been out there on a day like today. That's next level. Unless you've been there, you do not know how gnarly it is. The reef will kill you, literally.
I'm couch surfing on those days.
Thanks, guys. How was the Barbados trip on Ward Stories? That's another epic session. You want to see what some people say is the best Barbados of all time? You got to go check out Ward Stories, Mason Ho, Chris Ward, Josh Kerr, just getting absolutely drained at Soup Bowl. Who is next? John Florence on the show? Yeah, that's easy. Oh, by the way, we reached out to Chris Moore, Billy Kemper, Malia Manuel. Yeah. I got only via DM, so I don't even think they see those things. It goes to the weird request thing. But who knows? Like, obviously, Billy's just getting shacked at pipe, so I wouldn't freaking answer our call either. But Impact Zone did reach out to the Surfers camp for comment, and we have not heard back. But also, it's probably just going to their little DM thing where they don't even see us.
Yeah, and I know if you're not connected on Instagram, like if they don't follow you, or both ways, then you only get to send one message. So we might be going to agents next.
We might be. We could. I mean, I bet we could find a way to get
numbers,
Billy's number.
Trying to be profesh here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't respond to us either. Insanity. I mean, maybe I would, but just depends how big of a
this guy wants
surfer
us to
I am.
get Wardo on.
We could try to do that.
Get him on here. We had him on a show. If you go back to the
Lowers.
Yeah, no, we had him on at Lowers. You didn't see Wardo and Corey at Lowers? Come on. We should ask for a comment on Ward stories. I just don't know. Like,
I want to know.
I think he likes some of the segments, but I'm not sure he likes all of the segments, if you know what I mean.
I like the one where where the Coast Guard boat rescues him.
That's
and
insane.
The Coast Guard boat flips over when he's on it.
When his boat breaks down and they drag him in and he's on top of the Coast Guard boat and the thing flips over with his girlfriend. They go flying in the water.
Yeah, they're like underwater, like up north somewhere.
Yeah, no, luckily some guy was coming in the harbor on a jet ski and grabbed him.
I want to know the details of that one. That one's insane. Sounds insane.
One of my favorites is when he smashes into the cactus with Teddy Navarro and Mike, and then they get caught in the hurricane, and then he has to abandon the car in the mountains, and they walk out on foot in the middle of the Baja Mountains. Abandon the car with all the boards and everything. Gnarly life and death stuff. You guys got to watch this thing.
All right, I'm just gonna go back to the show opener, and then we'll wrap
Okay,
it up
thank
then.
you, couch potatoes. Try to get Ward to comment. We'll see. I'll ask him. Later. Check you later.
Bye.
Do